Fatmir really listened to me, and it made such a big difference. He was not the typical agent I've dealt with or that I've been exposed to, any kind of salesperson that I've ever dealt with. He really listened to me and really wanted to understand my taste and what I was after. Your home is, you know, where you sleep, and you have to be comfortable there. It's your, I don't even know how to explain it, but your home is very important, you know, and he really wanted to make sure that I find something suitable to me and not just to get it off the market, if that makes sense. Fatmir set Martin Gerard apart from other agencies so much. I won't name the other agencies, but some of the most top tier agencies. I actually went to an agency and put down a £500 deposit. Just the process of that previous agency was so bad that I let them keep my deposit. Yeah. And I stopped looking. And then it wasn't until when I came across Martin Gerard and I looked again and found this place. But he really did set the estate agent, the typical selly, peer pressury, pushing, that sort of style that all sellers do, from buying a house to renting a house to buying a car, anything in that kind of trade. What most people do, Fatmir did not do that at all. He really tailors himself to the client. I really trusted Fatmir because of his listening ability. The guy really listens, and he advises as well. He really advises because, again, from him listening to what my style and taste was, he was comfortable enough to say, yes, this is for you. No, that's not for you. You're not going to like it, you know, because there were some other places that I would say, areas and streets that I'd come across, and he would say yes or no. Yes, you want to be there. No, you don't want to be there. The communication is key in everything. And in regards to my communication with Fatmir and Martin Gerard, it was his listening ability, being able to listen and being able to advise, because I'm not from London. I'm from Essex. So for him to be able to advise me as to where it is I need to be, and the communication being at my pace, which is not pushy. I'm very, very busy. So, you know, you can't be calling me 3, 4, 5 different times a day. That will turn me off. You know, there's not one house in the whole entire Northwest London or North London. There's plenty that you'll come across. It's about having patience. And he really respected that. He understood that if I couldn't answer a phone call, I'll leave a message. You know, if I can't phone her and I need to give her more detailed information, I'll send her an email. So he really understood the right mediums of communication for a person like me. I needed to take measurements for like my sofa and, you know, some of my bespoke items. So we needed to make sure that it fits. And so I could, you know, process some of these orders in time, because not everything is from, you know, not everything is local. So he made arrangements for me to come the second time and take measurements. And then the third time he actually came himself and took some measurements himself for me. So that is really going above and beyond, you know, just to make sure that by the time I arrive, my movers, my delivery items, my orders are all kind of like synchronized together. So that's really special, because most people will be like, oh, you can do it when you move in. But he was like, okay, if we need to go measure that wall again, I'll go there and measure it. So that is quite unheard of. So the person-to-person relationship that I had from Martin Gerard makes a huge difference in regards to other agencies that do make it very transactional. Like I said, the fact that above and beyond efforts were made to do a second visit and then a third visit to take measurements. Most people would not bother to do that because it is transactional, but Martin Gerard and Fatmir made it very, very bespoke and tailored to me. And I think from that, I'm now kind of stuck in a position where, unless it's kind of been vetted and listed and, you know, gone through Martin Gerard's, you know, journey, I don't really feel comfortable going anywhere else. And I feel like now that, you know, I've become like a, I guess, loyalty client, you know, I'll kind of be sticking to them, because I do see myself living in Northwest London for the long term. My business is around these areas. So I think, you know, I'm a full migrant now from Essex to Northwest London. So I think this is it for me. And I think that where Martin Gerard is plotted all over North London and Northwest London, from what I've seen so far, it looks like I'll be sticking for them for the long haul now, actually. The main thing that I would also like to add in this testimonial is that I think Martin Gerard are very, very lucky to have an asset such as Fatmir in their organization, because like I said, you want to have an agent who understands their client and wants to make their client happy, and in the end result of that, get that transaction. So I think that, you know, they should make sure that they acknowledge that he's a great asset to the business. The reason why I'm giving this testimonial in my personal time is because Fatmir was absolutely amazing. If it wasn't for Fatmir, I wouldn't have my home, I don't think. Yeah, because he told me to take it. He advised me. He understood what my wants were. And I think moving forward, if I'm ever to go anywhere, unless it's got Fatmir's seal of approval, I won't be living there, to be honest with you. He's from the area. He knows the area very well, you know, so he wouldn't steer me wrong. Honestly, I think if I'm to ever, you know, property search again, it would have to be co-signed by him. Honestly. I would definitely recommend Martin Gerard to friends and family. I think I have actually recommended Martin Gerard to a friend of mine who wanted to buy a flat, and I'd mentioned the Ridgeway. I said that, you know, you might want to go through Martin Gerard. And obviously I said that, you know, you want to ask for Fatmir because he's like the best agent there. So yeah, I've already actually done that, recommended somebody to Martin Gerard. It's just a safe place, I think. You know, if you know what you want, if you don't know what you want, they've got people there that will handhold you, I believe. And yeah, I'm very surprised that they don't cover, or maybe they do, but from what maybe because I don't really deal with estate agents that much, but I wouldn't be surprised if they became a huge estate agent to some of the more, you know, mainstream ones that we know that are plotted across the nation, really.